Hey everyone, Dan here. We are about a half an hour before the closing bell on Monday, March 8th, and I wanted to take a look today at DraftKings. I'm not currently in DraftKings, but I'm looking closely at it because I think that we're going to have a run up as the year goes on. And I see maybe a potential push down for a buying opportunity at the moment. Obviously, if you're in this play, this might be interesting to you to sort of see, what you can expect if the price does dip, and you're trying to consider if you should hold or get out. So this is the 1 hour chart, and as you see, there's like this consistent, few days of lower highs and lower lows, and I mean that in and of itself isn't such a departure from the overall market that's been getting crushed, largely led by the tech sector, but I think has more heavily affected growth stocks. And what I'm looking at for DraftKings here is it might be kind of flagging out here. So this price action here is right at the bottom of this trend line that we see here, and then it's sort of coming to a point from this trend line. So those things are coming to an intersection, and at that point, it's going to flag out one way or another. So you call this triangle thing a flag, and as the price action is being pushed out of it, then it's either going to push out to the upside, which is a very bullish sign, or it's going to push to the downside, which is what I think is going to happen, and what I'd be looking for in order to take a position. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is it's going to get stuck under this 60-65 level that we've drawn here, and then it's going to come down into this green box, and that would be my buy zone. 57.79 would be really, really great. If it does dip below the green box, I would look for it to bounce off of this 56.78, and it might even sort of like bounce back and forth, treating the box as resistance or treating that 57.79 as resistance. But I would expect it to come back up and develop support in that area. So the green box is my look at a buy zone. And the factors, just to be clear, as you all are trying to figure out how to do some of these things on your own, I'm looking at this trend line, this downward trend line of the lower highs, and then this trend line of the higher lows. And those are coming to an intersection, and it's going to push this price one way or another. The reason that I think it's going to go down is because I think it's coming down to fill this gap. There's this big gap that was left in the price action overnight, actually, and I think that that's what is keeping it suppressed today and pulling it back down. And this box just covers the area of that gap. So there's some historical precedence for this in DraftKings. I might have still drawn this on the 1 hour. Let me see. So if we can zoom way out here and sort of like look for previous gaps that were filled. Yeah, this is where I drew this. So this one was in not that long ago, in the beginning of March, and or I guess the end of February. But this gap, as you see, it was left there, and then the price departed, and then it's come back down to fill it by filling it in here, and then coming back up to it here. So I think that there's an example, and then there's another one back here where there was this gap that was left here overnight, and the price pretty quickly came back down to it and then retraced back up to refill it. So good precedence for this sort of filling the gap from overnight price action that went sort of pretty heavily in one direction or another. And so I think that that's what's going to happen here. That's my reasoning for the push down. I don't think that it signals anything longer term than that, because I do think that DraftKings, before the year is out, will probably touch the $90 mark. I don't know if it'll be able to sustain above that, but I do think that we get to 90 at some point in 2021 with DraftKings. So that's my take. I hope everyone had a good Monday and that you're staying strong in these turbulent times in the market. And oh, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a ton. I should get better at saying that at the beginning, but anyway, there it is. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.